Is your mind always racing, filled with nonstop thoughts? Do you find it hard to focus or relax because of the constant chatter in your head? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with mental traffic, a condition where thoughts seem to pile up and crowd the mind, making it difficult to find peace and clarity. In this video, we'll explore effective techniques to calm your mind and break free from the endless stream of thoughts that can overwhelm you. Mental traffic is more than just occasional worrying or daydreaming. It's a persistent state where your mind feels cluttered and overactive, jumping from one thought to another without pause. This constant mental activity can leave you feeling drained, anxious, and unable to concentrate on the task at hand. It's like having a radio that won't turn off, playing different stations all at once. The impact of mental traffic on daily life can be significant. It can affect your ability to focus at work, interfere with your relationships, and even disrupt your sleep. Many people find themselves lying awake at night, unable to quiet their minds enough to rest. During the day, this mental noise can make it challenging to be present in the moment or to fully engage in activities you enjoy. But why does our brain behave this way? To understand mental traffic, we need to look at how our brains are wired. The human brain has evolved to be constantly alert and active, a trait that was crucial for survival in our ancestral environment. This default mode of the brain is always on, processing information, making connections, and preparing for potential threats or opportunities. In today's world, where we're bombarded with information and stimuli, this default mode can go into overdrive. Our brains are trying to process and make sense of everything around us, from work deadlines to social media notifications, creating a constant stream of thoughts and worries. The default mode network, a set of interconnected brain regions, plays a key role in this mental activity. When we're not focused on a specific task, this network becomes active, generating thoughts, memories, and future scenarios. While this can be useful for creativity and problem solving, it can also lead to overthinking and rumination if left unchecked. The cost of a busy mind extends beyond mere distraction. Chronic mental traffic can lead to increased stress and anxiety. When your mind is constantly active, your body remains in a state of alertness, triggering the release of stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, this can take a toll on your physical and mental health, potentially leading to burnout, depression, or anxiety disorders. Moreover, a mind full of racing thoughts can impair your decision-making abilities. When you're overwhelmed by mental chatter, it becomes difficult to weigh options clearly or to trust your intuition. This can lead to indecisiveness or poor choices, further adding to your stress and mental load. Relationships often suffer when mental traffic is high. It's hard to be fully present and attentive in conversations when your mind is elsewhere. You might find yourself nodding along without really listening or struggling to express yourself clearly because your thoughts are jumbled. This can create distance in relationships and make it challenging to form deep connections with others. Perhaps most significantly, constant mental activity can decrease overall life satisfaction. When you're always caught up in your thoughts, it's difficult to appreciate the present moment or find joy in simple pleasures. You might feel like you're always chasing the next thought or worry, never quite able to relax and enjoy life as it unfolds. Given these challenges, it's clear that finding ways to calm the mind and reduce mental traffic is crucial for well-being. Fortunately, there are several effective techniques that can help create mental space and promote a sense of inner calm. Let's explore these techniques in detail. One of the most powerful and accessible tools for calming the mind is mindful breathing. This technique involves focusing your attention on your breath, using it as an anchor to keep your mind in the present moment. It's a simple practice, but it can have profound effects on your mental state. To practice mindful breathing, find a comfortable position and close your eyes if you wish. Begin by taking a few deep breaths to help your body relax. Then, allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. As you breathe, pay attention to the sensations of each inhale and exhale. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or belly, or the feeling of air moving through your nostrils. Your mind will likely wander as you do this, and that's perfectly normal. When you notice your thoughts drifting, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judgment. The goal isn't to stop thinking entirely, but to create a space where thoughts can come and go without capturing your full attention. Regular practice of mindful breathing can help reduce stress, lower anxiety, and improve focus. It gives your mind a break from constant thinking and helps you develop the ability to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing each day can make a significant difference in your mental clarity and overall well-being. Another effective technique for managing mental traffic is thought labeling. This practice involves observing your thoughts and giving them simple, non-judgmental labels. By doing this, you create some distance between yourself and your thoughts, making it easier to let them go rather than getting caught up in them. To practice thought labeling, start by sitting quietly and allowing your thoughts to arise naturally. As each thought comes up, give it a simple label such as thinking, remembering, or planning. You might also use broader categories like positive thought or negative thought. The key is to label the thought without getting involved in its content or judging it as good or bad. For example, if you find yourself worrying about an upcoming presentation, you might simply label it worrying and let it pass. If a happy memory pops up, you could label it remembering without getting lost in the details of the memory. This technique helps you realize that thoughts are just mental events, not necessarily facts or realities you need to engage with. It can be particularly helpful for dealing with repetitive or intrusive thoughts that contribute to mental traffic. Body scan meditation is another powerful tool for calming the mind. This technique involves systematically focusing your attention on different parts of your body, from your toes to the top of your head. By doing this, you shift your focus away from your thoughts and into your physical sensations, promoting relaxation and mental clarity. To practice a body scan, lie down or sit in a comfortable position. Start by taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then, begin to focus your attention on your toes. Notice any sensations you feel there: warmth, coolness, tingling, or perhaps no sensation at all. Slowly move your attention up through your feet, ankles, legs, and so on, pausing to notice the sensations in each area. As you move through your body, you may notice areas of tension or discomfort. Simply observe these sensations without trying to change them. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to the part of the body you were focusing on. The body scan helps quiet mental traffic in several ways. First, it gives your mind a specific focus, making it less likely to get caught up in random thoughts. Second, it promotes physical relaxation, which can help ease mental tension. Finally, it encourages a non-judgmental awareness of your present experience, helping you step out of patterns of worry or rumination. Visualization is a technique that uses the power of imagination to redirect thoughts and create a sense of calm. By deliberately creating positive mental images, you can shift your focus away from stressful thoughts and towards more peaceful states of mind. There are many ways to practice visualization. One simple method is to imagine a peaceful place, real or imaginary. It could be a quiet beach, a serene forest, or a cozy room. Use all your senses to make the image as vivid as possible. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? Can you feel a gentle breeze or warm sunlight on your skin? Another visualization technique involves imagining your thoughts as clouds passing across a clear blue sky. As each thought arises, picture it forming into a cloud and then drifting away. This can help reinforce the idea that thoughts are temporary and don't need to dominate your mental landscape. Visualization can be particularly helpful when you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. By creating a mental oasis, you give your mind a break from stressful thoughts and create a sense of calm and safety. With practice, you can learn to access this calm state more easily, even in challenging situations. In our increasingly connected world, the constant stream of information from our devices can significantly contribute to mental traffic. Implementing regular digital detoxes can be a powerful way to reduce mental clutter and regain focus. A digital detox doesn't necessarily mean completely abandoning technology. Instead, it's about creating intentional breaks from constant connectivity. This could involve setting specific times of day when you don't check your phone or email, designating tech-free zones in your home, or having regular days where you minimize your use of digital devices. During these tech breaks, engage in activities that promote mental calm and presence. This could be spending time in nature, reading a book, practicing a hobby, or simply sitting quietly. You might be surprised at how much mental space opens up when you're not constantly responding to notifications or scrolling through social media. To create a sustainable practice for a calmer mind, it's helpful to combine these techniques into a daily routine. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours meditating each day. Even small, consistent practices can make a big difference over time. You might start your day with a few minutes of mindful breathing or a short body scan. Throughout the day, use thought labeling to manage challenging thoughts as they arise. In the evening, you could practice visualization to help you unwind before bed. Find a combination that works for you and fits into your lifestyle. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all thoughts or to achieve a perfectly calm mind all the time. Instead, aim to create more space between your thoughts, to be less reactive to them, and to cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. As you begin to implement these techniques, it's normal to encounter some challenges. You might feel impatient, wondering why your mind isn't calming down immediately. Remember that, like any skill, training your mind takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small improvements. Frustration is another common obstacle. You might get annoyed when you realize your mind has wandered during meditation, or feel discouraged when intrusive thoughts keep popping up despite your efforts to label them. It's important to remember that noticing these moments is actually a sign of progress. It means you're becoming more aware of your mental processes. Setbacks are a normal part of the process. You might have days where your mind feels particularly busy, or periods where you struggle to maintain your practice. When this happens, try to approach it with curiosity rather than judgment. What factors might be contributing to the increased mental traffic? How can you adapt your techniques to better suit your current needs? Maintaining motivation can be challenging, especially when progress feels slow. It can be helpful to keep a journal of your experiences, noting any changes you observe in your mental state or daily life. Even small improvements like being able to focus for longer periods or feeling less reactive to stress are worth celebrating. Remember that these techniques are tools, not rules. Feel free to adapt them to fit your individual needs and preferences. Some people find it helpful to use guided meditations or apps, while others prefer to practice on their own. Some might benefit from longer sessions, while others do better with short, frequent practices throughout the day. Experiment to find what works best for you. As you continue to practice these techniques, you might be curious about the science behind them. Research in neuroscience and psychology has shown that practices like mindfulness and meditation can actually change the structure and function of the brain. Studies using brain imaging techniques have found that regular meditation practice can lead to increased gray matter density in areas of the brain associated with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. It can also reduce activity in the default mode network, which is responsible for much of our mental chatter. Moreover, these practices have been shown to enhance the brain's ability to focus and concentrate. They strengthen the neural pathways involved in attention, making it easier to stay present and avoid getting lost in distracting thoughts. The benefits of a calmer mind extend far beyond just feeling more relaxed. Many people find that as they gain more control over their mental traffic, other areas of their lives improve as well. In the workplace, a calmer mind can lead to improved focus and productivity. When you're not constantly distracted by racing thoughts, you're able to give your full attention to the task at hand. This can result in higher quality work and better problem-solving abilities. Decision-making often becomes easier with a clearer mind. Without the constant noise of mental traffic, you can more easily access your intuition and weigh options objectively. This can lead to more confident and effective choices in both your personal and professional life. Creativity often flourishes when the mind is calm. Many people find that their best ideas come during or after periods of mental quiet. By creating space in your mind, you allow room for new thoughts and connections to form. Perhaps most importantly, a calmer mind can lead to more satisfying relationships. When you're fully present with others, not distracted by your own thoughts, you're able to listen more deeply and communicate more effectively. This can lead to stronger connections and more meaningful interactions. As we wrap up this exploration of techniques for calming the mind, remember that the journey to a clearer, calmer mental state is ongoing. There's no perfect endpoint where your mind will be completely free of thoughts or always perfectly calm. Instead, the goal is to develop a new relationship with your thoughts, one where you have more choice about which thoughts to engage with and which to let go. Start small. Even a few minutes of practice each day can make a difference. Be consistent, but also be flexible. If one technique doesn't resonate with you, try another. The key is to find what works for you and to make it a regular part of your life. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool, but it doesn't have to control you. With practice and patience, you can learn to navigate your thoughts more skillfully, reducing mental traffic and creating more space for peace, clarity, and joy in your life. We'd love to hear about your experiences as you try these techniques. What works for you? What challenges have you encountered? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights might help others on their own journey to a calmer mind. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of mental calmness. Here's to clearer thoughts, deeper peace, and a life less burdened by mental traffic. Until next time, may your mind be clear and your heart be light.